Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching my not review. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to call these series. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of my nostalgic history. Anyway, welcome back. Today we're going to be covering a lot of the other more interesting things that I've been constructing. Just a big part of it is just kind of like, this is a history. This is in part for you as the viewer, just to see what I ended up building when I was younger and spent a lot of time playing Minecraft. But it's also in part for me. This is actually something that I wanted to do because I don't know if I'm ever really going to get back into playing Minecraft again. So I plan on leaving my YouTube reviews, just my channel, my reviews, all the videos that I do, I plan on leaving them up for an extended amount of time. If nothing else, I'll make them all private so only I can watch them, and then I'll be able to go back, and if I lose my save file somehow in a power outage or something, I will still have this here. So I mean, I like to say it's all for you as well, but in the end, this is kind of a big thing for me as well as anyone else that might be interested in being like, oh look, that's what they built. Getting back on track though, we have here the underwater dome. This was definitely something very cool. This was Pokeball inspired, in case you didn't know. That's kind of what I thought when I was building it. I was like, make it look like a Pokeball. Pokemon! Why didn't I do it symmetrical? That's weird. That upsets me slightly. That upsets me greatly. Anyway, this was constructed by Ben and myself. I think this first one was mostly myself. What Ben helped was with making spheres or circles. That was kind of one of the really cool ones. This was by far the most impressive one that you shouldn't have been able to see. By the way, we made rooms. I was thinking about making like a village underwater here. Yeah, I got decorations. I always imagined that was like a martial artist fighting. I think like all of these pictures are references to something, but I don't actually know what many of them are, if any. I know what a couple are. So now we come to the most impressive underwater thing that we've ever done. Looks a little lackluster now, but keep in mind, this is in the middle of the ocean. This dome here, completely underwater. So the way that we went about this is we filled this entire area with sand because you had to get rid of the water and it was easier than trying to bucket it out, but it didn't work quite that well. The other one was full of sand. This one was not completely full of sand. I sectioned it off in the ways that you see it, so into quarters, and then I filled up the quarters with dirt on like areas until I could finally bucket my way out. Like there was no legitimate way to really get the water out of this area because it was just water absolutely everywhere. There was just no fixing it. And so I just pitched water out of here the entire time. That was several days worth of several days worth of project working to get that going. And it looks really cool from above water. Originally, on my old computer specs, I had to drink like night seeing, underwater seeing like potion to be able to actually see it underwater. But apparently that is no longer the case. All right, we are getting close to the end, I think. No, we still have a lot to see. This is more, this one. This is more like bigger project, did these with friends kind of things. There's one more just general miscellaneous base. But before we get there, before I show you this one, I just woke up one day and I was like, Ben, I want to make a boat. And so I felt the epiphany of creativity inspired to me. It's quite a sentence to say. And I was like, I'm going to make a boat on the water. And so I got Ben into the game to make a boat as well. And so I was like, I'm going to make a boat just to see if I could do it. And this is what I made. So I made it so you could get up here because I have high priorities on making sure that I can get up into high places. That is something that I like doing in pretty much all video games. So let me down. All right. And then you have here Captain's quarters. Captain's quarters. You can only sleep at night. Do I have a log? Oh, I have a log. Okay, let's first look at Ben's. All right. This is Ben's ship. You can just see that there is a specific style difference between us in how we deal with decorating and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to like little details and aesthetics. He's got a very particular sense of style, and I don't feel like I can really do him justice. By the way, I'm slightly proud of... Where is it? How do I get below deck? There we go. This is something that I added. I was just like, hey Ben, come here. I shot an arrow at him. So yeah, these are fully functional air dart guns that would shoot in his direction. I thought it was a very, very nice touch. One of my favorite things about this boat. Anyway, we got a captain's log to read.
Captain's log, January 28th, 2013. We've been at sea for merely a day, and the crew began to get anxious the moment we lost sight of shore. I know we aren't far from our destination. After all, these waters have been charted before us. Still, the crew grows weary from our journey.
Wow. Must have been when I was actually getting more artistic or something. Wow. Not to be confused with autistic. Don't make jokes about those types of people. Just saying. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I was just like, gonna build Noah's Ark. And here it is. So there was a whole lot more to this, but unfortunately it did not work out the way I wanted it to. This was when you could actually set stuff so you could construct it different ways. So I actually set up different directions that the trunks would grow. So yeah, I just want to give a framing shot here. Go up. So framing shot here. This is Noah's Ark from the side. This is something that I always wanted to show my friends at the time too. It was one of the... Yeah, you can see just how annoying this is. Good grief. The sun is in my eyes. Stop it. Do I have anything to cover it with? This is... Just gonna cover it with a lightsaber, and hey, that worked. Oh, well, there are gonna be slight ones, but I'm using my aperture science cube things to block the light. There we go. So hopefully that wasn't distracting everyone, because it was really distracting me. Stop it. Man, something's always distracting me. Next episode, I'm closing the blinds. Good grief. All right, so getting back on track. We have 12 minutes until I got to end the episode. Good deal. Captain's log. Wait, what? We have another one? Story of Noah. Did I think I put the Bible in here.
Genesis 6. When the humans' population began to grow rapidly on the earth, the sons of God saw the beautiful women in the...
Well, we're not going to keep reading that. That is straight out of the Bible. I took the time to type in Bible verses from that. Wow. I am more committed than I ever thought I was. That is awesome. All right. Unfortunately, you're no longer able to see some of the things that I had set up. I put 2 of every NPC at the time. This was where the ghasts stayed. So there were ghasts inside of here, and that's why I had to make stone in here, because they had set stuff on fire. If they ever shot up, they could have lit the entire boat on fire. That's not all I risked as well. Let's cover the other hostile NPCs down here as well. So, did I label these? Of course I didn't. I had zombies. I had creepers. I think this I had, who are the flame guys? I gotta just look this up. People are just like people that play Minecraft all the time. Blades, there you go. People that play Minecraft all the time are being driven crazy by me because I don't know the names of them. I had Blaze inside of there. I think this is where I had the creeper as well. I think. Maybe I didn't have creepers at all. Didn't want them to ruin anything. This is where I kept witches because they can't use buttons. These other ones they could have actually opened. Can't remember what else I kept in here. I think that was it. And then I had way overseeing, and the witches would start throwing. Oh no, the witches were in that room originally, I think. What's over here? There was something in here. Oh, this was skeletons, I think. I had something in there that would be shooting at me. Anyway, I contained them in there. So I really had 2 of every creature. Then up here, we have 2 sheep. Oh, I had spiders in there too. That's what it was. Spiders. 2 cows, 2 pigs, 2 of these, which I did not get legitimately. I'm sorry. I don't know where that biome is. 2 chickens, 2 wolves. Is this where I kept the ocelots? No, I kept bats in here. Did you despawn too? This was they had the bat update at the time, so I actually put the bats in there as well. All right, and then we had up here. Did we put anything else in there? Did I put? You never know with any of these boxes. I gotta check them because I might have put something.
Looks like one of Noah's boys has converted to zombieism.
And his wife has seen better days. Let's just sleep here. So I can't remember if I took the time to like actually count out all of Noah's sons and wives. So I thought Noah. No, I didn't think it out. I think I have too few of beds. And then the idea is you go out here. And this is where I envisioned that he let out the raven or the dove. Let it fly away. I still think that this is probably one of my best works in Minecraft. Just in principle alone, I think that it's one of the best things that I created. Even now, I'm still pretty proud when I look at this and I'm just like, yeah, people can tell. I shouldn't need to tell you that that's Noah's Ark. You should be able to tell on your own that, hey, that looks a lot like the biblical representation of Noah's Ark. Who knows what it really looked like, though? It could have been a box, for all we know. Next, we have Halloween Island. So I was feeling very festive. That happens every Halloween, something that you can look forward to. I get extremely festive over Halloween. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. Christmas and Halloween, best time to be a gamer ever. So I wanted to set up my own little Halloween island, and so I just took this island and I made it thick and wooded. I wanted to try to make it... I made pumpkin patches. I made a dark house. This place is really better at night. I don't think I set any log, did I? No, I didn't set a log. Put vines here. Set up a pumpkin patch. Tried to make it look as random as I possibly could, but the idea is that I'd come here and I was hoping that like bats and witches and stuff would spawn. I don't know. I tried. It was one of those. It's one of those where it's just like you kind of have to just be like, yeah, he tried. It wasn't that good, but he at least was trying to make it look like that. And then this was supposed to be like a Halloween themed underground adventure type thing, and you go through here and you're just like, oh, and there's just enough light to make sure that nothing's really spawning that bad. And I don't think I have anything really interesting down here, but you never know. So more Halloween festivities. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. Ha! Yeah, that's enough of this. What a mess. Alright. Nothing else to say about this island. It was an attempt. It wasn't so great, but I can't say anything else about it. Next up, we have another one of the castle things that I built. An outpost that just was an area to house resources temporarily. One of the tricks that I had, which I don't think works anymore, is that I would use the nether portals to teleport back. And so I would always keep my original nether portal open, and I only had one nether portal open on the nether side, and so I would just teleport back and forward. I don't think it works that way anymore, but it made getting around very easy. It was very useful. I liked it. Now that I know JavaScript, I could just program that. So this was just another area that I just kind of built, and again, not much to write home about. It's not a particularly impressive building. Set up walls, nether portal, meh, pretty typical. Crops, because I don't want to starve, all that good stuff. Ah, now we get to see an experimentation area. So there were many areas that I would experiment on. I actually had a specific world called Pillar that I set up all these things, but for some reason I was just like, I'm just going to experiment here. So this is where I was like, music notes. So every time you walk in, so you could tell by the notes which way you were going. It was a cute thought. So these were the different types of light, basic light, standalone choices. All right. So those are more lighting options. What was supposed to be over here? I don't know. I think this was preemptively in case anything else was added. Nice thought, but no, it doesn't work that way. Alright then. I don't know why those beacons aren't working the way they're supposed to. This was one room lighting idea that I liked. Where'd those go? I'm not going to worry about that. this was the inspiration for, you see a lot of lanterns that are hanging out around like my main area. These were the inspiration for that. I just tried different things and different lighting ideas to come up with different results, and I just stuck with the one that I liked. Some of them were lighting ideas that I took from like YouTube videos and Let's Plays, because I mean I looked those up. I was like lighting options in YouTube, try to find it. So that was one lamp idea. That was another lamp idea. That was just experimenting with redstone in the lamps. That's one of the lamps that I did like, actually. And then that was a redstone brick. And then this was when I discovered lantern, like the chandelier type design. And that's when I pretty much knew what I wanted to do for future projects. That's why it hasn't gotten any farther, because those were good enough for me. All right, then. So you have this area here, which I started to set up like landing zones. As you can see, this is when I started to realize that you could put like multiple acceleration tracks that could just get you going much faster. This is about where... What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, I remember this. Titanic. 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 The bougiest to beat 'em up. Said better not copyright infringe myself. This was going to be another boat project, but I never got around to it, if you couldn't tell. I mean, you couldn't tell that this cross section here, that was supposed to be a boat? Gotta be pulling my leg. No idea. It was so obvious, wasn't it? Meh. Wasn't there something else? I wonder if this is still here. This was the end, which I don't remember if I found it legitimately or not. I probably didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't know how to get the... I didn't know how to use the ender eye thing. Where are we going? Where are we going? Explanation. The end? If you're here, that means you're looking for the end. Well, I've got some bad news for you, adventurer. I've yet to figure out where the end is. It is most certainly not here, although maybe it can be found in another biome altogether. Regardless, though, you are welcome to continue your search, but I used TNT to blow a hole in this area about 20 blocks wide, so the likelihood of finding the end near here would be very minimal. I would apologize, but it's not my fault, and frankly, I'm disappointed as well. I forgot I read. Oh man. Ooh, the sass in that is so real. Oh man. This is the best thing about coming back to something that you haven't seen for so long, because then you're just confused. I didn't remember that. Let's see here. Eye of Ender. Let me throw this. No, that's a teleporter. Ha! Well, it doesn't work the way it was supposed to. Nothing else here? Nope, don't think so. Sorry for the derail. Tension problems. That's how it goes. Anyway, this wasn't a good spot to jump into the next one because we were running out of time anyway. So I will end it on this spot. And the next one is very cool because you will finally be able to see projects from Josh, Ben, and myself. We have several of them in this direction, actually. So this is when I started to bring more friends into it. So this next section, pretty cool. Looking forward to showing you it. As always, my name's Atratzu. I approve this is not a review. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the other ones if you're confused as to what's happening, or if you're wondering what I'm talking about with anything else, check those out. Again, thank you for sharing this with me. Hopefully you liked it. If you did like it, be sure to thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down and be like, don't do this ever again, Atratzu, and I won't. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. If you did like it, good.